Morning YouTubers, it's the big fella here, Big Jim, in the old London Taxi International on a 2003 plate. A TX2 with 280,000 miles plus on the clock, and I'm just left my place and I'm just popping up to see the guys at Wyatt Ways. It's Sunday morning, everyone. Very, very good Sunday morning to you. Lovely day out here today. Looks like it's going to be warm. There are some clouds in the sky in the beautiful county of West Sussex, United Kingdom. Wherever you are this morning, I hope your day is going to be a good, safe and happy one. I thought I'd do this quick vlog as I'm on my way. It's just coming up for 9:15 in the morning at the moment, and I need to throw a little question to you, and anyone that can come up with an answer to it, can you please put it down below, because I'm not quite sure of how I should move on this. Tell me what you think. Okay, as you know, in my previous blogs, I've purchased, excuse me, I'm just trying to see here, it's really awkward. I've purchased a private number plate for Poppy, the TX. It's not a problem. I've done it before, gone through it all before, I know exactly what to do. Is it the V750 retention certificate? Well, that all turned up on Friday. That was it. Yeah, it turned up on Friday, late Friday. I didn't get in, so everything was all shut down. Yesterday, what I've done, I phoned my insurance company and told them of the new registration number. That's Adrian Flux, the new registration number that was going on the vehicle. No other changes made. They were absolutely fine with that. I'd imagine them, because they deal with classic cars and that sort of thing all the time, they're used to flicking registration numbers over between policies. I tried to do it online, but for some reason it wouldn't allow me via their website. So what I done was I phoned them up directly. So that was all done. So I'm happy with that. The next thing I needed to do was print off the V70, I think it's called, or 740, whatever it is. I had to print that off. That comes with my retention certificate, and that allows me, as you probably know, to go down to my local number plate shop and spares accessory place with another form of identification, i.e. my driving licence with my picture on, and this V7 whatever it is form. It allows me them to make me up a set of number plates, and then I can put them straight on Poppy. Would have no problem with that? I wouldn't have thought so. Well, everybody's been informed, so everybody knows everything's right, and I've actually had an email from the DVLA say, yep, everything's successful. You can now place your new number plates on your car, obviously removing your old number plates. Lovely jubbly, I thought. Lovely jubbly. Let's all get rock and roll. Let's get ready to rumble. Here's me quandary, gang. I wake up this morning. That's the start of a song. I wake up this morning and I thought to myself, right, I've got to do the number plates today. So I've got my little number plate kit, which is just a few coloured screws and some back tape and rubbish like that, to actually secure it, i.e. this thing here. See all the lovely little screws in there ready to do it? All I've got to do is just screw in the right area so I can secure them on. So I thought this morning I would go on the MID database motor insurance, whatever database, motor insurance database, and just check everything's okay. And then going through onto the mid database, my new registration number that I put in on the mid database tells me that it's not insured to be on the road. So I went into my other previous, obviously, cyclist there, the previous registration number, or the registration number that's on the vehicle now, and I went into the motor database again, done a check, and then lo and behold, that one is down as being insured, i.e. the one I'm driving on today is down as being insured and okay to be on the road. So my dilemma is, does it take a few days before the mid is actually updated? Am I legally okay to put my new registration number on, because it's been verified by my insurance company, who was sending me out the paperwork of the change of registration? So that's so good. So they're okay to go with that. I've got an email to the facts as well that tells me that I can do that and everything's all okay to go. The only person that sort of doesn't seem to know it at the moment is the mid database, and I was a little bit concerned, because I thought, what I don't want to do is get a pull by the old bill or get picked up on an AMPR camera and have to start bloody sending letters and going to people's, going to the police station to try and tell them what has actually happened. I don't know if any of you have had that sort of experience, so I'm a little bit sort of hesitant whether or not today I'm going to be putting the number plates on until I actually see that it's actually on the motor insurance database. And another thing that worries me as well is, you've got these companies out now that patrol around and for no tax and no insurance, that work obviously alongside the DVLA, and they got the clamping kits and everything like that, and vehicles that are untaxed and uninsured, they'll put a lovely big clamp on there, and then you've got to jump through hoops obviously before you can tell them to take it off. I don't know, I want to put it on, I want to get it all complete. There's no desperation, but I just want to, I'm one of these people that needs to complete what they started, so it needs to go through and get completed. I've got the bloody plates here sitting to my near side in my little cubby hole. I'm all ready to go on, apart from a drill. I've got a cordless drill that I can do that for, so it's all ready to go. I don't want anyone to think I'm uninsured. That's all I flipping need. Anyway, that's that dilemma. Any other dilemmas? No, nothing at all. The cab is going absolutely fine. I did get a chance to clay bar it and do some bits and pieces to her. Not a full sort of deep one, but I spent about 3 hours on her, and she came up really nice the other day. But I couldn't put it up here on YouTube because of the registration number still showing on it. I've got my poppy plates, but again I haven't drilled them, just so I can put them on there, just so I can sort of show them. So that's where my problem is at the moment. It's one of those manana things, and I promise I will get round to it, but it just takes the time. When you get to my age, you find that life tends to slow down a bit, but the only trouble is with that, other people around you don't slow down. Everything else around you seems to keep going twice as fast as I'm slowing down. Yes, it's probably a sign of old age, but hey, it happens to all of us, so they tell me. I'm not ready to sort of give up just yet, but I've still got another 5 or 6 weeks to go, guys, for my holiday. So I'm really enjoying this sort of time to just relax. I'm not really sort of fully unwound yet, but I'm getting there like an old clock winding down. I'm going to be going over my daughter's today later on. One of my daughters, I've got a bag load of stuff for her children that needs to be given to them. So if I can swing this just right, what I'm going to do, I'll probably pop down just before the lunch bell sounds and tuck myself and my feet under the table for a nice Sunday lunch. Now how dodgy is that? But that's my plan anyway. That is my plan. I've got a bloody van that's right up my arse as well. He obviously doesn't like doing 34 in a 30 mile an hour limit. And apart from that, life is very, very sweet. So I'll cut this one short. There's all the bikes here as I'm going off up to Wyatt Ways. And I'm going up there just to have a Diet Coke and everything else. And I'm just going to go up and see. I do like seeing the youngsters, you know, seeing the boys. Probably something like, makes me feel like it's I suppose, capturing my youth a little bit. Although they look at me at the old sod in the corner, you know, I can still hold my own with them and have a good, chin wag with them. And talking about bikes, they're trying to encourage me. They're trying to encourage me to go into bike world. They want me to buy a bike, and I'm a little bit hesitant because it's been a good few years since I've been on a bike. Although I used to have bikes and, you know, enjoyed my time on bikes, but they're trying to encourage me to purchase a bike, and I could do. And there's some nice BMWs up there that I absolutely adore. But the only trouble is with the bikes, I'm a bit old in the tooth. I think me falling off a bike now could be the end of me. If I was to be able to probably take a few extra sort of refresher lessons or something like that, I probably would give that a go, you know. I might sort of, I don't know yet, I might book myself on the old refresher courses. They do them for old people that are, how can me old people that are retiring and coming back to bikes. They actually do them, these refresher courses. So I might book myself on a couple of those. Because I must admit, I mean, there's some lovely bikes up here, and they got a board up here where they sell them. And they don't sell for a lot of money. You know, BMWs, some beautiful touring, because I wouldn't go for a speed bike if I got one, but these beautiful big old touring BMWs, you know, you can pick one of those up. Very little mileage on them, sort of 6 or 7 years old, well serviced and maintained, and you can pick them up for sort of $3,000, $3 and $4,000. That sounds like a result, doesn't it? So you might be seeing me venturing back on the levers. Do you think this is a midlife crisis? A bit late, guys. But I might be going back on bikes. I do enjoy bikes. I like watching bikes. I like seeing all the guys, and the good thing about up here is these guys are all sensible. When they're you don't get no sort of tyre burns or anything like that. They're all a bit sensible, and the guys that are up here as well, I've got this Joe, who's a good friend of all of us, and also you've got the Sloth as well. He's up here as well, and they just steady bike boys, like, you know. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see, gang, what we're going to do. Well, I'm going to cut this one short now. Mind you, I told you that 10 minutes ago, because from my house to Wyatt Ways, which is just around the corner now, you've joined me on my journey on a Sunday morning. My initial question down there, please, if anyone's got any answers to it, if you'd like to put it on there, I would greatly appreciate it, because I said I don't want to get nicked, not at my age. That's all I need. Get 9 points for a no endorsement, 9 points for a no insurance, like, you know. That's something I'm not really looking forward to. So yeah, if you hear that and you want to sort of put a little bit in, please do. I'd appreciate it. Anyway, I'll let you go now, because I'm about to pull in the Wyatt Ways. The cab's open, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to have myself a Diet Coke from the big guy, Big Jim Clark, on his 2003 London Taxi International with 285,000 miles on the clock. My God, this place is packed with bikes today. I'll catch up with you very, very shortly. Cheers. Bye.